So after years of Instagram denying the existence of a shadow ban, they've finally admitted it. They've also come out and said that they're going to be banning and restricting accounts that are using bots, engagement groups, or other inauthentic activities. I'm going to be talking about all of that as well as a few other updates in today's video. Okay, I know I made an algorithm update video literally last upload. However, I just came across this article from Instagram and there's some things you really need to know. And it seemed like everyone loved the update video last time, so I figured why not post two in a row. Now this video is going to be less about new features to the platform, I covered all of that in the last video, and more about changes they're making to the back end of Instagram that could lead to your account getting banned or massively restricted and how you can avoid that. So make sure you pay attention and watch till the end so you know how to avoid getting banned on Instagram and why you need to stop these horrible things. Also, I was chatting with Mark and Maseri recently and they did say that if you like this video and subscribe to the channel, it's less likely you're going to get shadow banned now that they've admitted it's a thing. Whilst that's partially a joke and I cannot confirm whether or not you will get an advantage by liking this video, but I do post two videos every single week on this channel all about growing on Instagram, making money online, and these update style videos, seeing as you seem to enjoy them. So if you subscribe and watch these videos, you're going to be more aware of the correct ways to grow on Instagram, which are likely to lead to you growing more, making more of an income from the platform, and less likely to get shadow banned or lack of results. Anyway, let's dive into the video. I'll stop rambling. So on the 13th of August, about 2 weeks ago, Instagram posted a new article to their blog titled "Introducing New Authenticity Measures on Instagram," saying that they want the content that you see on Instagram to come from real people, not bots or people trying to mislead you. They said they'll start asking people to prove their identity when they start seeing suspicious behavior. And even though they did say that this will only happen to a very small portion of the Instagram community and the Instagram users, chances are it is a high percentage of those of you watching this video, as you likely fit into the very small percentage of people on Instagram who are trying to build a following, who are trying to grow a large audience, turn it into an income, and you're trying out all these different growth strategies, which might seem like this sort of suspicious behavior to Instagram. The 99.9% of Instagram users which are just posting pictures to their friends and family are unlikely to have any problems with this whatsoever. Now, the article went on to say this: those engaged in coordinated, inauthentic behavior, or when we see the majority of someone's followers are in a different country to their location, or if we find signs of automation such as bot accounts, for example. If we see signs of potential inauthentic activity, we will require the account holder to confirm who they are, and once an account holder verifies their information, their account will function as usual unless we have reason to investigate further. Now, let's discuss that. Coordinated, inauthentic behavior. Doesn't that perfectly describe an engagement group? It's a coordinated group of people giving inauthentic engagement to each other on a regular basis. So it seems as if Instagram are cracking down on this growth strategy. I mean, it's not really something that I use now anyway. I used it back in like 2018 when it was super effective, but not really anymore. And I think this is actually really good, because whilst engagement groups do have their place, and sometimes on some occasions, with a very, very niche occasion, they can be good for like repost pages, niche pages, stuff like that. It can work, but this is going to do some really, really good things, such as expose all of these fake influencers that we see on social media nowadays. These fake influencers will go out there and purchase 500,000 or 1 million fake followers, or they'll use something like a loop giveaway, which is a really cheap way to get a bunch of real followers but no engagement whatsoever from. So they go out and do this, they spend a little bit of money to get a huge amount of inactive followers, and then they jump into 10 different engagement groups on Telegram, so that whenever they post, they get 10, 20, 30,000 likes. So it looks like they're a legitimate influencer, and to someone who's not like engulfed in this niche or in the Instagram influencer business, probably wouldn't be able to tell. And then these influencers go ahead and charge brands tens of thousands of dollars for sponsored posts, and obviously the brands get nothing because these influencers are just faking it. And these people sort of just fake everything to generate an income through these sponsored posts and to, I guess, build up their network. And I've actually seen people do this and then like use the clout that they've gained from these fake inactive followers to then sort of like go kind of semi-mainstream. But I'm not going to name names, but it definitely has happened, and I think this is a good measure that they're taking to stop it. And as mentioned, it's going to be great for anyone who's doing influencer marketing, as it'll save these brands a lot of money, because they'll be able to look at an Instagram account and get a better gauge of how active the audience is, regardless of whether you're working with personal brands, theme pages, niche pages, even companies. You'll get a better understanding of their real engagement. And it's also going to mean that chances are people will have to focus on creating better content and actually engaging with their audience to get the engagement they would have got from the engagement groups, which is good for everyone on the platform. So personally, I think it's great. Engagement groups can stop. I'm happy with that. Let me know what you think of that down in the comments though. Now moving on to the part where they talk about people who have a large amount of followers in a different country to their own. Now personally, I don't understand why this is a problem to Instagram. There might be something that I'm not catching. Maybe I've missed something here, but I can't understand why this is a bad thing. And personally, it's got me a little bit worried, considering most of my accounts have got a majority US following, followed by like UK and India on all of my pages that I've got, from my personal brands to my theme page Millionaire Dream. Only time will tell, but hopefully they're not going to go ahead and ban my accounts because I've built up an audience in a country that I don't live. Although chances are I've actually missed something here, because I can't imagine they're going to ban everyone who's got an audience that's offshore. Just because of that, I assume it'll have to be one of many reasons. And lastly, if you haven't already picked up on this from the statements that I read earlier, it looks like they're going to be banning or shadow banning accounts that have used bots to grow an audience, or maybe just ones that continue to use bots. I would suggest, if you've used bots in the past, to stop all bot activity if you're still using it. And as mentioned, if you've used them in the past, then I would go ahead and change your password. Even if you think you've logged out of all of them, if you just change your password, it'll automatically log you out of all the services that you've used in the past, and that way you're not going to be accidentally logged into anything that could potentially be compromising your account. Now they finish the article with, if an account chooses not to confirm their information, their content may receive reduced distribution or the account may be disabled. Visit the Help Center for more information on the identity verification process and the types of IDs we accept. Now the big thing that stands out to me here is they said that people who don't comply with these rules may get reduced distribution. So people using bots or inauthentic behavior will be getting reduced reach on Instagram. This statement here is literally what so many of us Instagrammers have been saying for years and years and years happens. We've been saying that if you're using lots of bots or if you're using lots of automation, your account gets shadow banned and Instagram restrict the reach. But every time this got brought up to people who work at Instagram, or every time they've talked about this on their blog, or I've even seen Q&A sessions with the CEO of Instagram that's been asked about this, and every time they deny it and they say it doesn't exist, your content's just not getting liked as much, or they just make up something random. I got one word: liars. That's all I can say. Shadow ban exists, and whilst it's not great that shadow ban does exist, it's good that they're at least admitting that it's a thing rather than having a shadow ban but saying it doesn't exist. Okay, and before someone goes into the comment section and says that they've just started a shadow ban now and in the past few years it didn't exist, I think we all get the point. I think it's pretty obvious based on so many people through forums, through Facebook groups, through YouTube have been talking about this as a thing, and there is just way too much data against it to say that it never existed up until now. And of course, they also said that you can get your account disabled if you're violating these terms. So to sum up the entire video, if you're using bots, automation, or inauthentic activity, such as mass follow-unfollow, mass engagement of just liking thousands of photos a day, whether it be manual or automatic, or using things like engagement groups, it seems like you're putting your account at a massive risk of either getting shadow banned or banned. And if I'm honest, I was totally aware that this already existed, but it's great that Instagram are finally admitting that it does exist. The more transparency they give us, the better. So that wraps up today's video. If you want to learn more about how to build a following the right way, I put together an Instagram course for just $9, which is in the link below. Or if you want to learn for free, I've got over 100 videos on my channel and post 2 new ones every single week. So you can go check that out. Make sure you subscribe if you do want to see more of that. And like this video if you did enjoy it. It does massively help us out out in the algorithm on YouTube and reach more people to share this information. That's all from me. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.